Okay, so here we have those mini explosions as the lava flows over the ice. And when lava flows over an edge, and wind blows on it, these thin filaments form called Pele's hair. Pele is the goddess of volcanoes in Hawaii, and geologists absolutely love these because they're super rare in nature. Although they form easily, they break easily in the chaotic environments of volcanic eruptions. In Icelandic, we call these nornahár, or witch's hair. As you can see, they fall and cool very quickly into hair-like structures. So very clever with that naming. All right, so you can see now when the lava came in, it was very fluid, very watery. Right now, it's kind of slowing down, getting more sticky. And that's how lava changes as it cools. But you saw what happens when the lava flowed over the ice. You got these bubbles. Do you want me to get some ice and put it on top of the lava? Sure, of course, silly question. So let me grab this block of ice I came prepared with.
La glace.
And let's drop it
On va le mettre dessus.
right here. Let me apply some pressure. And as you can see, the lava is inflating around the ice. What's happening is the heat from the lava is turning the ice into steam. And by me applying pressure, I am pushing the steam into the lava. But remember, that lava is getting sticky. The texture is changing and it is trapping that steam inside. So the steam wants to get out. So it's going to keep pushing through the lava until it finds a weakness, and then the steam can escape. Either you will see a breathing motion in the lava as the steam pushes out, escapes, and the lava inflates, or it takes too long and the bubbles stay as the steam escapes after it's cooled down. But all right, where I dropped the ice sounds pretty solid. Over here, pretty solid, but not solid enough, but it can't break through the top. So let's see what's happening underneath here. We still have molten lava. So molten, I can still make some Pele's hairs. And this is because lava is an excellent insulator. So it does keep the heat of the lava inside of itself once it solidifies. And you can see, as I'm playing with this molten lava, there's changing. Like before, when it flowed in, it's becoming this sticky, almost taffy-like texture as I'm pulling it up. And that's simply how lava cools. Starts off very liquidy, then becomes intermediate taffy-like, maybe grilled cheese-like texture, before fully becoming a solid. So if I just kind of leave this strand out here, you can see how it's getting darker, how the middle there has become black, meaning it's pretty solid. To get it down, I have to crack it. All right, let's see, lava's sticky, but it didn't stick to my stick, so we're good. All right, let's go over here. That sounds pretty solid. And what is solid lava? A great insulator. So I can get underneath here, if the channel will let me, and start to lift this lava up. Okay, now this is because solid lava, great insulator. So it kept the inside of the channel insulated, keeping that lava molten, keeping it fluid. So this channel is now flexible. I can lift it up as one piece because the lava on the outside has all become one solid piece, again, insulating the lava. Now, if I remove my stick, the channel stays up. This little bridge forms. That's because the cooler air from the room has gone underneath the channel, cooled that lava down even more, making it more solid, allowing it to keep this shape. Now I do hear some cracks all over the lava, so that is my cue to put on some safety grates. Now the reason you hear cracking is because when lava cools, it contracts. So it gets smaller. And as it's getting smaller, it's going to send extra pieces of lava flying away from itself, mostly directly at me, because I'm right next to it. So to protect myself, I put these grates on. Now right now the cracking is very quiet, but during the show, I must warn you, it might get very, very loud, but that is absolutely normal. Lava is simply loud. If you ever do hear it flowing out of nature, it does sound like a bunch of waves breaking on a shoreline, whereas here, you will just hear some cracking. But all right, the grates are on, we can move on. Let's go back to the front over here. As a reminder, the lava came in at 1,100 degrees Celsius or 2,000 Fahrenheit. Where I dropped the ice over here, it's a very cool 446 degrees Celsius, 835 Fahrenheit. Let's see if I can break in here. It's keeping itself together. Let's go back to this bubble over here. The temperature of this bubble is close at 447 Celsius, 838 Fahrenheit. But if I break into it, that lava on the inside is now 723 degrees Celsius, 1,333 Fahrenheit. So all it did was break the thinnest outside layer, and that lava on the inside is almost twice as hot. Again, showing you what a great insulator solid lava really is. To show you how hot it is on the inside, I have some paper. I'm going to throw it in here. And I present to you a homemade lava lamp. Thank you for that one person who laughed. So yeah, lava is hot. It is going to ignite everything that it possibly can if it is in its path and it burns at those temperatures. So of course anything like paper, clothes, plants, and usually in Iceland, it is the moss, unfortunately, that is being set on fire. Alright, speaking of insulation, and keep saying it, I all want you to remember that before you leave. So I'll keep repeating it. To give you some more information, let's go back here to the bridge. This sounds way more solid than it did before. It's getting cooler, it's getting more solid. Now, lava, when it is exiting the volcano, it is losing 100 degrees Celsius per kilometer that it travels, until this solid outside crust forms. When that solid outside crust of the lava forms, the lava on the inside will only lose 1 degree Celsius. So that lava on the inside can flow much, much further for much, much longer. It's going to keep flowing and flowing until there is no more lava left. At that point, all you have left behind is a solid outside crust. What we call the solid outside crust is a lava tunnel or a lava tube if it is small enough. And they are all over Iceland. We study them very, very well. So in the video, you heard about the fire eruptions of 2021, 22, and 23. Well, in 2023, a group of geologists went out to that 2021 eruption sites. There, they were mapping out the lava tunnels, and they were several kilometers long, several meters high, with no molten lava inside. But when they took the temperatures inside those tunnels, they were still reaching up to 600 degrees Celsius, or about 1,100 Fahrenheit, inside those tunnels 2 years later. So even though it's been 2 years, that lava kept about half of its heat in. Again, lava is a great insulator. So it's gonna actually take tens to hundreds to even thousands of years to fully cool down, because lava always cools from the outside in. As it cools, it becomes more and more solid, creating more and more insulation. So the inside can be very hot for very, very long. In fact, going back to that 2021 lava field, right now, in some places, that lava is up to 100 meters thick. And geologists are predicting it's going to take about 50 more years for that lava to even solidify. And lava solidifies around 900 degrees Celsius. So if it takes that long for it to reach 900 degrees Celsius, It's going to take hundreds, even thousands of years for that lava to cool down completely. But it's cool because right now, that lava is like a giant jelly donut. The outside solid crust, and that mushy, fluid lava is still on the inside. But all right.